for western dry rocks. And also another thing you guys, I'm sure all noticed, was a big steel structure that kind of looks like it has something to do with the oil industry. If not, you're still standing, that's off towards the left front of the boat. It has nothing to do with oil, actually. That's the lighthouse. That's Sam Key Lighthouse, and it gets that name just because it's built on a key or island of sand. And I like to start off like that because that gives you guys a pretty good idea of how pretty much everything out here gets its common name. Everything you'll be seeing today, below and above the water almost, gets its common name from maybe what it looks like, what it's doing, what it will do to you, or maybe even what it sounds like. And we don't get to experience the latter of those, but the first couple can be very helpful in identifying what you're looking at. And of course that light here house is obviously here because of the water depth, and that may be one of your first questions. And looking through the glass, it's obviously not very deep. Whenever there's sandy bottoms, that's only about maybe 20 feet deep. And then wherever there's rocky mountain structures, that's maybe 8, 10, 12 feet deep. And right now we're passing over some elkhorn coral over here on the port side. It's that rusty gray coral, brown coral, that kind of looks like elkhorn. That's a special piece of coral, just keep it in your mind, I'll talk about it later. Has a little on the port side towards the front of the boat. But even the water levels all the way around Key West. Key West is surrounded by some extremely shallow water. Whenever you consider this a barrier reef, which most experts do, the definition of a barrier reef will tell you that the area in the lagoon, which is the water we travel over to get out here from Key West, should be hundreds of feet deep. But that's not the case. The deepest water we would travel over to get out here today was only about 40 feet. And I really don't like to count that because that's occasionally dredged out by man. Some of those nice ships can get in and out. But on average, the deepest water we've been over is only about 30 or 33 feet. So it's not very deep, but even stranger yet, this, reefs like this are supposed to develop on continental shelves. There's a very nice view of that elkhorn coral. You guys are very lucky. It's at the front on the port side. But the water directly after this reef system should be thousands of feet deep because they're supposed to develop on continental shelves. But we could actually go out another 6 or 7 miles and find the water at only a couple hundred feet. And a lot of you guys may find it pretty interesting that we're only about 84 miles from Cuba right now. We're much closer to Cuba than we are to Florida. In fact, we brought you guys, if you think about it, almost 120 miles out to the open Atlantic Ocean. Whenever you consider that we're just a very small island that extends 110 miles off of Florida's mainland. So that's just something to think about. But that's even true out in the Gulf of Mexico. Just to give you guys an idea of that, you could actually walk out on a high tide situation, maybe 5 miles into the Gulf of Mexico and find the water no deeper than your waist. You get really muddy doing it, and you don't know the bottom, but it could be accomplished. Then we go ahead and get into all the fish and coral. That's what we all came to see. I'm going to start off with the coral though, because honestly, whenever you guys look at the glass, you should be able to tell the fish. You may not know exactly what kind of fish, but you should be able to tell it's a fish. The coral though is actually a lot different than what it appears to be. And admittedly, sometimes it does appear to be nothing but rocks and boulders under there. But I want you guys to keep in mind is that all these corals that you'll be seeing are live. And you only really be seeing 2 types of coral out here, and that's hard coral and soft coral. So you won't be seeing anything along the lines of seagrass or sponges. In fact, all the coral that you'll be seeing that may appear like there's some kind of sea plant, the one that the trunk-like faces going up on different branches, kind of waving around the current. Those are all soft corals. And there's lots of different types of soft corals. To identify some, you'll see some that kind of look like ostrich feathers. Those are sea plumes. And then there's lots of sea rods, sea lips. And the common with the broad, flat structure. It almost has a violet color to it. That's the common sea fan. So then everything besides those soft corals and the form of coral that you'll see will be hard corals. That's all the rocky mountainous structures. To identify some of that, you'll look pretty much everywhere along the coral. It's all hard coral, but one certain type is a lighter piece of coral that kind of has all the same grooves and indentations that maybe a human or mammal brain would have, and that's called a brain coral. My little sister thought that was pretty crazy and got mad because she thought it should be called cantaloupe coral, but that's really I'll let you guys decide that. There's lots of pillar coral out here. That elkhorn coral that we saw, that's a very special piece of coral to us because that's a piece of coral that can only be found here on the Atlantic Reef tract. Just like different animals and plants live in different parts of the world, you wouldn't come to Key West and expect to find elkhorn walking around. The same goes with coral and fish. And actually what's even more special about that coral is about 11 or 12 years ago they found a virus that was only attacking that piece of elkhorn coral. And they predicted that in 5 years there'd be no more elkhorn coral anywhere left in the world. And you guys actually saw a very nice healthy piece. It's a pretty rare coral too. And then there's a piece of coral some you may think looks like a sponge. It's a roundish piece of maybe greenish colored coral. Coming out maybe in a knob, that's a bolder star coral. Or stag coral, and there's also lots and lots of fire coral. It's pretty important to be able to identify fire coral because that's a coral that gets its name for what it would do to you if you happen to brush up against it rather than what it looks like. And like that name suggests, if you were to brush up or try and touch a piece of that fire coral, it would give you a very, very nasty burn. And that's a burn that may last maybe a few hours, maybe even a week. You know, it depends on your skin sensitivity. And it's a very nice nasty burn. It's not going to make any cool lotion to make it go away, just so I have to deal with it. But a side note about that fire coral is that if you were to climb